Welcome, GMB pros. Welcome, GMB pros. Those that are here, let me throw this one on Facebook, guys. Give me 1 second. We'll go live on Facebook. Get this rolling for everybody. Go live. Go live. Give me 1 second. Got it. Beautiful. Yeah, welcome everyone. Today is we did last week a round table, which I thought it turned out pretty good, a lot of good information. So I thought I do it this week myself. So I wanted to have a GMB pros kind of round table, taking some issues as far as what you guys may be stuck on, getting clients, getting some results or whatnot. So just around a table, see what's working for you guys, and any way that I can help. So we are live on Facebook. If you have any questions, I'm keeping my eye on it. Please do not hesitate to drop any questions on Facebook. I am monitoring them. I'll try to help out. But yeah, today, guys, again, it's just going to be around the table Q&A questions. Again, anything that you guys are stuck on, whether it be sales, whether it be results, I would love to. I think we can learn more from each other than, maybe me. As far as I'm concerned, I'll just give you like my perspective if I've had any experience on that. But yeah, so I appreciate everybody here. Here, let's do this. Carlos, where are you from? And do you have any victories to talk about this week? I know it's
Well,
Monday. What you got cooking?
as I mentioned, I am from San Benito, Texas, like 30 miles away from the border. And in my city, everything's connected to a big landscape called the Rio Grande Valley. And you might have heard in the news the big convoy coming down to the border. They entered the Rio Grande Valley. That's where I'm at. Anyhow, I, as I asked last week about keywords in the business description in Google Business Profiles or
Yes.
Google Business, and I was looking at the ones that are showing up, and yeah, you know, when I ask them, when I ask my customer for a description, I put it in like, okay, whatever. But
Uh-huh.
I've noticed that the other people aren't doing that. They're just inserting their keywords in there. Those are the ones showing up. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna do that for the person that I'm working for right now and see how it turns out. And I will
That's it.
let you
That's
guys know if it goes
how it
through.
goes. That's the best way right there. I'll give you some best
Now,
practices. So when
wait,
it comes to
but one thing I
yeah,
do
go
have
ahead,
to
go ahead.
ask. One thing I do have to ask. Okay, so I insert that in the description. Now on the like say services, I include those there too, but do I add other stuff to it or just leave it alone?
Okay, so this is what I usually do. When it comes to keyword, everything starts off with keywords, right?
Right.
Search, YouTube, the website, everything is off of keywords. So with the keyword, try to find yourself some tool or figure out some way, offline I can make some suggestions, but keywords, there's three different types, even four, depends how you look at it, types of keyword. You have your main keyword, right? So we're talking about the Google My Business description, right? So I'll give you like kind of like what I do or best practices. If you get like a variation of that keyword of your like main keyword, if you get a LSI keywords, NLP keywords, entity keywords, right? So any of those four, right? If we want to keep it simple, fast, and effective, variation, entity, and LSI, right? Of the keyword, get that, and then just go to BART, just go to Google and have it create. Tell it, for example, hey, I'm in construction. I want to write a Google My Business. Even BART is probably a little bit better for this.
Right.
Hey, what type of business? What type is your audience? I want to write a description of my Google My Business. How many characters long you want it? Use these keywords. Just tell it, use these keywords, drop them in there, and boom, there you go. So kind of like what you have, Carlos, is like the client they're going to tell you from their perspective, from their lens, right? But the balance there, keep in mind on everything, website, GMB, right? Almost even in ads, you want to try to keep them away from that stuff. But in those two areas, like they're going to give you their perspective, what they want, their idea, but you got to change your glasses and have that balance because you're writing it for Google and you're writing it for the customer. So if somebody's typing in, like you're finding, somebody's typing in whatever the keyword is, that pops in there. That you have your services, try to use some keywords matching there. Your services, if it's available, even in restaurants, right? If I have a few restaurants that are helping, I put those keywords in there, and then match that to the website. Leverage it as like a puzzle, right? Put that on your website. The categories, them on your website. You just speak a little bit about it. You don't need to be crazy. You're just trying to connect that dots, connect the puzzle together. Like try to diversify your ranking factors, right? Not that one thing is gonna just blow you out of the water, right? Not
Right.
that one thing, so just kind of diversify across. So hopefully that helps, Carlos. Like when it comes to
No,
keyword, no matter what, variations of that keyword, entities of that keyword, and LSI of that keyword, NLP of the keyword, and throw them in there. That way, Google, don't let them guess. Don't let them wonder where you're at, what you're doing, what keywords you're going after. So hopefully that helps.
yeah, that does
Harry,
help. Like I said, I was
Yes.
doing that search.
yeah. So try that. And more like even above my tip or whatever advice, what you're doing is the best, right? Go in there, change it, see if it gives you any result. True test, right? Like I could tell you, you go in there and it sucks, right? But you go in there, do your thing, change it up, maximize it. Now, one thing, if it gives you 350 characters, use 350 characters. If it
That's
uses
750.
150, like if the services and
750.
products give you less,
Oh, yes,
like try
yes,
to
yes.
max all that out. The business description, max everything out. And keep in mind in that back there, they're open 24 hours online. Throw those hours on there, throw those socials on there, right? Keep it active in the background. Try to encourage the customer to get reviews, right? Not one of these things is going to be like, whew, that's it. But it's that puzzles, that diversification,
Correct.
and that
Correct.
when you tie it in. So, Harry,
Yeah, Alfredo, can I ask a question?
yeah. But first of all, where are you at? I want to hear some victories and then ask your question.
Everybody knows from where I am from. Well,
Tell us again.
I live in sunny California. Unfortunately, these 2 days there is no sun here. Raining like a crazy.
Exactly. That's why I
Hurricanes
wanted you to
everywhere, and I'm sitting here wet, like a wet bird. Anyway, I'm here in Los
So,
Angeles.
yeah, Harry's in Los Angeles. He runs a limo business, but these last 2 days, it's more of a rowing business. He rows everybody where they need to go. There's so much water here. So, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Alfredo, quick question on Carlos. Since Carlos started asking these questions, I'm going to ask Carlos. Carlos, you're doing all construction. Alfredo, you're doing a lot of plumbers, or HVACs. Quick question. Why you are asking from all your review providers to send you 5-star reviews? You think that's a natural? Of course not.
I
You
don't.
have to.
Now here's the thing with that. Because this is what I experienced. Couple of things. When you tell your clients you're gonna do some review management, right? And then let's say I don't do this anymore. Let's say, hey, you're gonna get reviews, and then they're like, well, where, how, who, when, where? They have all these questions. So if you have like some reviews that they don't know about, either they're gonna hate it, right? They want nothing to do with that, or they're not gonna care, that it doesn't matter. Not that they love it, but there's nothing in between. Now, here was what I would tell them. I would tell them specifically this: hey, you're gonna get 4 stars once in a while. It's gonna be a 4-star, but the copy will be good, right? Woo! When they got that 4-star, they went bananas. Bananas. But here's what I experienced. There was an HVAC company in Las Vegas. Somebody went in and gave them a bunch of negatives, bunch of them, called the owner and said, hey, if you don't give me money, I'm going to leave those reviews there. When we looked at the heat maps, we just went off of heat maps and look at their rankings. Guess what happened to their rankings?
Went up.
It went up. So guess the owner called, was all worried and this and that. Man, don't worry about it. So you're right when it comes to that. Like, I have that experience. I've had like to make it more natural. I would give 4 reviews, but the copies are 4-star, but the copy was good. It just, the customer would go bananas. Like, oh my goodness.
And also your
but-
site is gonna be natural on a Google's eyes. They're gonna look, say, hey, come on. What the best company is this company in this town? They get all 5-star reviews. Let me go ahead and start little digging around. After digging little around, they find out this GMB was created in Hawaii and then was suspended and was reinstated in California. Say, hey, what's going on? Let me go ahead and suspend this company. Right?
Harry,
Yeah.
Harry, let me tell you about those reviews. I don't buy reviews. I ask the customer to send those reviews and I give them links and I ask them to ask them certain questions
You are
to
a smart
include
man.
keywords.
A smart man.
I asked, in your review, can you write what I did for you? How did you like the service? Would you recommend me? And post a review.
What percentage of those people you send out those messages to actually respond with a review?
About 80%, Robert.
How many?
I
80%.
ask the people. I don't ask the people. I don't ask their customers. I ask the owners to send those reviews, to send those questions out, to ask for reviews.
Okay, are you getting
Because the
feedback
customer
from
does not know me.
Are you getting feedback from the owners as to what percentage of people are leaving reviews? Are they getting at least 20%?
They do send reviews, and I have, truth be told, I have customers that forget to pay their hosting. And over 2 months, they come back like, what happened to my website? Like, well, you didn't pay. See, that's one thing I don't do. I don't do their hosting for them because, I'm old. And what if I die the next day?
Well, that's one thing, but that's the most basic of all concepts of SEO, paying your hosting. You can't anticipate that they would make that type of a crazy mistake. Nobody can do that because that's like forgetting to put air in your tires when you go for a trip downtown.
Exactly.
You're not going to get very far without hosting or air in your tires.
That's what I tell them all the time.
Yeah, but that's so basic that that's just up there with with Pluto and Jupiter. But
when I create their sites, because I put them on a video call, and we get the hosting together under their account, and then we need to set this to auto pay because you're gonna forget. No, I'm not gonna forget. We'll add it. We'll add that later if I need it. But then later they come back.
So here's a quick tip, guys. With when it comes to the reviews, one thing that I've leveraged, and I know another Sean, we've had him on here before. That it's actually his idea. NFTs, guys. One of the things that, what's that?
The cards, little cards.
Yes, yep, the cards.
I was doing it 2 years ago and works perfectly fine.
Absolutely, it works good. It's how can I say it? It keeps it top of mind. They have something physical there, and on top of that, it's great customer service. It's very inexpensive for what the clients invest in us.
Yeah, that'll work great with when you have physical eye-to-eye contact with your customers, like Harry in the limo business. They're actually in the limo in the back seat. He can bend over and give them a card right when they're getting out of the car. But for the majority of us that have virtual GMBs and websites, where we're not interacting directly physically with the customer, that probably won't work. But you can send them. It works when you got them eyeball to eyeball.
Even if it's rank and rent site, you can send a couple of these cards to your vendors saying, hey, when you're doing a service, please show these to a client, ask them to scan their phone and leave the review. And they will
let's ask that question, because there's different varieties of that. I'm just giving you a tip, especially if you have techs out there. But if you have lawyers, put that on the counter, right? Have the girl keep that top of mind. You can do an email campaign, right? Like, hey, here's a QR code. Send like an email campaign, just to drive that the most natural from different places, from customers that have used it. Again, Sean, another one of his ideas was look through your phone, find 50 people that would never say one negative thing about you, right? And then you're talking about like, hey, leave a review about my character, about who I am, right? To bring those up, so guys, there's pros and cons. Don't get stuck on like, hey, there's text, there's, if it's easy or not. Just, it's more like, something creative, maybe you never thought of it. I know I did until recently, right? So that's what it's really meant for. You can do email blasts. You can do the QR code that just sits there right on the counter, right? For like even the dentists, the lawyers, right? And especially if you have a crew, right? Like, the junk callers, the HVAC, the plumber, all those guys, the pest control guys, they have, techs that go out there, right? Make it a competition. Harry, I know Harry for a fact puts it on all his drivers, right? So there's a way for, no matter what business. I'm trying to think on top of my head, churches, who else? Man, I can't think of anybody.
There's a lot of restaurants that have those things. There's a lot of restaurants that have those things, yeah. And that's
absolutely. QR codes. And in those cards, you can put the QR code on one side. And besides being tap on your phone, they're very inexpensive. Now, this is one thing I got from like 7-figure agency. Like, if they make that part of your onboarding, right? Send them a thank you gift. Send them like, hey, man, this is great. Something tangible, something they can use, something that's going to be useful as a thank you gift. And that goes a long way to retention, guys, a long way.
Alfredo, I have those QR codes on couple of my party buses. The party bus, at least 25, 30 people are there. And it says there, please leave us your honest review and get a chance to win trip to Vegas for free.
There you go.
That's good. I like that one, Harry. Kind of incentivize
Harry,
that one.
Harry, do you have that program about those free trips?
No.
No.
The free trip is going to cost me $2,000. What are you talking about?
with all this discussion about reviews, I was wondering, I just want to confirm that reviews and click-through rate, let's just assume that you've got your profile filled out with all the proper categories and services. Those are the two highest ranking factors in getting a GMB into the 3-pack, is having a consistent rate of reviews and getting a click-through rate. You're either using artificial click-through rate, or if you're in the 3-pack already, you would get natural clicks because you're in the 3-pack. So you wouldn't have to buy click-through rates because it's natural for anybody in the 3-pack to get a huge number of clicks. You don't need to rely on artificial stuff. So are those the two main, can I confirm with, like, Holly's on the call. She's one of the experts here, gurus. Can she confirm that those are the two highest ranking ideas in getting your GMB consistently into the 3-pack would be reviews and click-through rate?
It's it's probably 80% reviews, 20% click rate. It's
Okay.
consistent reviews, so if you're gonna do something like one review every 7 days, it's not gonna do anything. If you do one review every day, it's gonna work a lot better.
Yeah. Okay. So consistent reviews. You don't want to be juggling them up between one day and then waiting a week. Okay, I got it. That's great information, Holly. Thank you.
Yep.
Awesome. Now, for those that don't know, Bad Coffee, where are you from? And is it Robert, aka Bad Coffee?
I'm in Tijuana. Everybody knows all the celebrities live in Tijuana. So when I'm not out, busy hobnobbing with, Brad Pitt and Angela Jolie, I'm hanging out here in Greater Tijuana. But my niche is helping out immigration attorneys, because we have this gigantic influx of immigrants, coming up through Central America and then into Mexico. And then they end up at these border crossings like Tijuana, and Texas and Arizona. A lot of them in Tijuana. So
what is one victory? What is one win you have in your agency?
Repeat that. What was that?
What is one win you had in your agency last week?
I haven't had any wins. I'm a gigantic loser when it comes to winning on Google.
Don't say that.
I talk a lot. I'm a big thinker and talker, but I'm not actually a big doer. And I think Harry can confirm that. He's always complaining that I do a lot of talking on these things, but I don't get too much done. But
so is your roadblock yourself, or your roadblock is because you can't give the work to a VA? Like, if you know the roadblock is yourself, then fix yourself so that you're going to be stagnant. You're not going to go up. You're not going to go down, which is fine for some people. But if you are aware of that roadblock, then you need to fix that roadblock.
I absolutely agree. And there's somebody else on this call today right now who I just discussed this with about the VA situation. And he needs to hear this too. And coming from you, Holly, because you're so big in this industry and you've really implemented the theories that you talk about, the VA thing is crucial. I have plenty of free time in Tijuana, but somebody else on this call, I won't say who in case he's embarrassed, he's so busy with his business that he barely has enough time to attend these Zoom meetings here with Alfredo.
But it's not about having free time. It's about working smart. So I just hired 2 of Williams' VAs. I have the time to do it. I can do it. I like doing it, but my time can be spent doing something else for the business, where a VA can step in and do. A VA can't make business decisions, but they certainly can create videos. They certainly can create GMB posts. They certainly can do things like that, right? So they're not that expensive. If you can't, $200 a month. They're
That's
good
nothing.
VAs.
That's
There's no
nothing.
reason, even if you
I-
try it for a month, you'll
I
see
agree
that
one
it breaks up.
But are you
I-
training them, Holly, or you just leave the William?
You what?
Are you training your VAs, or you just leave them to William so they go through his SOP?
No, I have specific training.
Okay, so you train them then.
Well, no, I just send them a video and I'm like, you go
Okay.
click, 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 click,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah,
And
that's great advice, Holly. Thank you. Well, Harry just popped up on this with a question, and I'm gonna divulge who he is. I talked to this about Harry earlier today about getting a VA, so both of us can get these jobs done.
So what
Because,
is the pushback why you don't get the VA?
Robert, I already have a VA with William, but
okay,
I
If
have
you
to
don't
be
even
honest.
want to do it through William, that's fine. Do it on Upwork. Do it on I don't know, there's online PH or whatever. There's sites to do it if you don't want to do it through William and don't want to use William's SOPs.
do you,
The point is to get a VA because so think of it this way, right? You pay the VA, whatever, it's $200 a month. Are you worth more than $200 a month? You are. So why are you doing it when you can hire a VA to do it?
you know, there's people don't know. Everybody talks about Upwork, you know, and Filipino PH. There's Reddit has 3 threads that are like starving students want to do gig work, and they're just as cheap as anything you'll find on Upwork, a lot cheaper than Upwork. And PH, just go to Reddit and type in the search term, VA, and you'll come up with these threads, and you can hire them on the spot. There's hundreds of them listed there.
so
It's kind of
Robert,
an
this is
unnoticed
going to be my
resource.
challenge. This is
Robert,
going to be my challenge to Robert. I
Robert,
want, because
Williams
Henry.
VAs are not cheaper than you go to a Philippines or freelancer.com or anywhere. You can find the same price you can find with the Williams.
yeah,
Okay.
so
But
here's
I
here's
think
the,
I think you're getting
Here-
stuck on the price, guys. You're not
Yeah.
understanding that your time is worth more than $200 a month.
Of course.
So if you
absolutely
just
right.
do it for the month, if you hate it, then just cancel it. But if you go months and you don't do anything, you're telling you you're just going to be stagnant. I had to really release control for me to hire the VAs because I can do it. That's not the point that I can do it. I can do other things in the business that is going to help the business, that's going to make the business rise. I don't have to do these other things.
Now, here's my challenge to Robert. If you guys hear Holly, what she said, right? Her success to hiring a VA is she has a video. She has the SOP. Look, I need this done. This is how you do it. Boom, they're off to the races, right? William, Kurt will make sure, okay, we'll take we'll take a VA, we'll take your SOPs. Look at that video. I understand it. I got it. If I have any questions, I'll ask Holly. If I have any questions, I'll ask Carrie. But the key there, the leading domino is having the SOP. Video, written, you know, a combination would probably be the best, but some type of SOP that they can follow. So my challenge to Robert to help you, because I want, you know, a lot, you've been around a lot. So people are looking for your service, right? And you need to make an impact for that community. You know, if that's what you want to do, it just leverage, do one SOP. I challenge you to do an SOP, a video SOP, convert that to, you know, the written SOP. AI will do it for you. And then, you know, that would be my first challenge to Robert.
Okay, thank you for the challenge.
I thought I was going to hate having a VA because I've had servers and I've had machines be my VA for years. And so I was like, now that I've switched over to doing social media, I have to have a body do certain things. I cannot, even if it's clicking 3 buttons, I can't get a system to do it. I have to have a body doing it. I can leave and I don't have to be stressed out about having to sit at my computer for 6 hours now. and do the scheduling. I have a VA can do the scheduling. So pick jobs that a VA can do that you're not going to have to handhold. You know, I don't know what part of the business that you're roadblocking, but if you know the roadblock is there, then you should fix the roadblock. Otherwise, honestly, it's your fault you're stagnant. It's your fault you're not getting more clients because you know that's there. So fix that.
Well, I do know
All right,
it's my fault. I accept full responsibility. But I, for some reason, the defect of my character, I'm sure everybody knows at least one defect in their own character. Mine happens to be motivation. I love to dabble in things, and you know, like we're doing here today in these Zoom calls. But I rarely, if ever, turn around and implement these theories and wonderful methods that we talk about into action that produces tangible results. So that's my defect. I realize it, and I need somebody to come over with a big stick and beat me once in a while to get me to do things. But so far, I haven't found any really good volunteers for that. You know.
I mean, I'll crack you over the head weekly. I'm telling you, like I totally understand where you're at. I was there for a long time, but and I'm not dogging you at all for it.
Oh, I know you're not. You're being good-hearted about everything. I understand that.
But I'm also going to dog you at the same time because you know that, right? You know that you need to fix. So fix it.
Yeah, I need the motivation. I need people to give me the hard facts. You know, I need somebody to stare me right in the face and say, "Hey, you're screwing up. Why don't you get this done? What's wrong with you? Why can't you overcome your inhibitions?" You know, going on and on and on about these things. I need that. I admit it. And Harry once in a while does perform that for me. Like he gave me an ultimatum a couple of days ago. You know, and so I agreed that I would start on the high road of getting things done. So I thank Harry for that. I thank you too, Holly and Alfredo.
You know, I started with offloading work when I went to Fiverr. And in Fiverr, I met this guy from the Philippines and also met this guy from Bangladesh. And the guy from Philippines eventually, well, he got sent to prison. So I started working with the guy in Bangladesh. And I told him, look, I need all these stuff. And he's like, go, I could do it. I could do it. Like, the sites, I'm going to create the sites. You have to because I don't want to take time doing mobile, tablets, whatever. You take care of all the SES, I'll take care of the content. He said, fine. That's what he started doing. And he's still with me. I just ordered like chingos, that means a lot, of websites from William. Of course, I have to. I mean, there were good deals. So anyhow, but I still have that person to optimize the websites and everything like that. And he wasn't expensive at all, but I still paid him more than what he asked.
Yeah, you know, William, he's in the Philippines, right? Along with Kyle Roof, you know, those two guys. They have access. I'm sure they were able to have access to all sorts of VA workers that we wouldn't on our end because he's in the thick of it there in the Philippines. So he's a good source. Harry's using him, and I'm sure I probably could too. But I'm going to try out this Reddit thread to see if I can get some people to work on that. I'm kind of fascinated with that for now, but don't ask me why. I don't know.
Get those SOPs down. No matter if you go through William or not, whoever you go through, they're going to need those SOPs. So get those SOPs, videos done. Now, before, I don't want to forget Jeffrey. Jeffrey had a great tip here. If you make your process to collect the phone number, the email at the reservation table, booking the appointment at the spa, the dentist office, right? Have some type of system to collect the email, their billing platform, right? Automatically, you can send them direct requests, you know, with the link to the GMB and have reviews with that email blast. So it's no secret, guys. I believe that there's essentially 4 pillars to 100% of your marketing: your GMB, your website, ads, and one of them is reviews. Reviews, you know, what goes in that bucket is like customer service, email marketing, all of that. And what Jeffrey's talking about, I love it. It's 100% leverage that, right? Leverage specials, give to your community, give, you know, some discounts or certain value, like, you know, if your dentist whitening teeth, if you're a plumber, you know, just clean out your maintenance of your pipes or whatever it may be in your niche, offer that as well. Don't give and also, you know, you will receive. Now, Jeffrey, where are you from and what victories you got? Tell us about yourself.
Okay. San Antonio, Texas.
Another Texas.
Huh? San Antonio.
So,
South Texas. Victories. I have been very unhappy with my email system for quite a few months. I almost lost a deal this last week because I could not find the price I sent, which is pretty bad, but sometimes you go back and forth so many times, I didn't remember what it ended up being. And it took me 2 hours to find it. So I'm putting in a new email system. And at the same time, a social media is a mess. And the same company has a social media system that I'm going to look at and probably, I'm sure I'll use it.
For social media,
awesome.
contact Holly. Holly is here.
Yeah, well, I need to do, you know, just so I can do one thing and send it to everything, everywhere I want it to be. And I know it's easy to do. I just hadn't done it.
Well, what software you use?
Well, I hadn't found anything that I really liked.
So what platforms you want it to go to?
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, GMB, and well, at least those.
So go to Postly, Postly. It's on AppSumo.
Postly.
Yep.
What was that again, Holly?
Postly, Postly.
Postly. Okay.
It's on AppSumo.
Put it in the chat box here in the Zoom.
Yeah, put that in the chat. Hey, have you ever thought about using your domain called Roundtable? It's your domain email system. You could set it up for each domain and then just check that regularly.
What I used to do in my business is use my hosting email. I create emails, right? And then link them to and join them to Gmail. So I get out my emails through there as my name and my website domain name. But since all these changes started coming around, I just joined Microsoft 365.
That's a smart idea.
I just joined 365, and then I made all the changes with online support and everything. So now it's just everything goes through.
Is that an Outlook? Is Microsoft 360 using Outlook?
Yeah, it uses Outlook, yes.
Okay.
But it's a business domain. It's just like Google domain, but it's OneDrive instead of Google Drive. And you also have, you know, like if you use Zoom, you don't have to use Zoom anymore because you have Microsoft Meet.
Okay.
Now, guys, pro tip too, I believe Rafael, I got this from Rafael. He's on the live on Facebook. If you get, I think if you get that Microsoft 360, Rafael has to
No.
clarify a little bit, and then you get the
365.
G or
It's
365.
Microsoft.
But if you
There's Microsoft 365, but if you just want you could get the business basics and you get all these online tools. So,
and then
that's
what I was
me,
gonna
and you
say
pay.
though, with that, if you, I believe somewhere, and you got to get with Rafael, if you get your Google Suite or your Google email through them, it's actually cheaper. You save a couple bucks. It's really weird, you know. And I got that from Rafael. He can tell you more about that little hack as far as that.
It's only $9.50 a month. That's all it is. I don't know how much.
Very
Google
inexpensive.
charges.
Yep.
Is that for the whole package with Word and Excel and spreadsheet and all that?
Yes.
Yes, it is, but you're gonna get the online version. Now you could pay for the Google Business standard. You get them to be able to download them, but with the very basic, you get them online tools. So everything's gonna be online. Also, like say you could create you could add it up to 5 devices at a time. If you have like say a phone, a tablet, a computer and stuff like, you could add it all in there. Up to 5 devices per user.
Now, Jeffrey, did that help a little bit? You know, check out Postly. Hopefully that.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely check
absolutely.
Postly. And
and then now, were you talking about your existing email? Because or were you talking about like cold email?
Oh no, my existing emails. I have different .coms for my different companies, and at one time everything was smooth and great until I had to make a change, and after that, it hides it. If you get into a long reply conversation, what I'm using now likes to hide everything, and it's very hard to figure out where it's at. My other one
is that in Gmail?
No, I don't use Gmail. I won't touch Gmail. But so that's what I'm saying. I'm moving on to something else that I think could be a lot more user friendly for the way I do things anyway. Hopefully
that'll help with your social media stuff. And then as far as email and your existing, I mean, I think that it's like anything else, you got to organize the original data, and then you can kind of put it on any platform that'll accept that. I don't have that big of a list, to be honest with you. So Holly would probably be the better one here. I don't know if Harry uses anything for his existing clients, but hopefully that'll guide you. So, you know, I appreciate your support. And here, another person from Texas. Now, I want to bring in and welcome you guys. I want to Dr. Jesus, is that how you pronounce it? We've spoken before. You know.
Hi there, Alfredo. It's Dr.
How are you,
Jesus.
man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm healing up from I'm healing up from something in my gums, so I may sound a little muffled, but I'm doing super. Thank you.
Oh, okay, I won't make you talk then.
If you have a gum problem, you should irrigate your gums with hydrogen peroxide in a water pick. It absolutely cures everything.
Thank you.
It works. It even takes care of abscesses.
Thank you so much.
I won't make you talk too much, but where are you from?
Washington, D.C.
There you go. Love it. I can't wait to visit one time. There's a lot of good history there. So I would love to visit sometime. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I won't make you chit-chat too much. Heal up, get better, and, you know, come back. We can't wait to see you here more often. Frederick.
I did have a question.
Go ahead. Please, I'm sorry.
One of the questions I had was, it's okay. With the leads that William has, I was thinking about doing the 500 deal with getting the SEO as fulfillment as well with the leads. Is there any recommendation? Because if the leads are already warm, it's been predetermined that these people want GMB or SEO. Is there like I know, you know, many people offer scripts, but you want to kind of flow. But is there anything that you recommend in talking to the leads for the sake of the conversion?
Yeah. So I'll tell you what I do, right? Because I get these same leads from William. So yeah, these leads do work, but there's very specific, right? Like William said, it's like SEO, or, you know, we'll just use SEO as an example. So these will fill up in your inbox, and, you know, you'll see the responses on there. What I do is I try to personalize it. ClickX, Solomon has a great program. I would reach out to them where they have like a website grader. It's fast, it's quick, simple, and it covers everything that you would. If you see me doing an audit, if you see William doing an audit, literally, I think Solomon, which he didn't, but he looked at what we look at for an audit, and that's what the grader has. It's something useful, it's tangible, it's quick, it's personable. So I send these Loom videos with these website graders that are pretty cool. William has shown another platform that they do a website audit. No matter what you use, even if you just send out a Loom with their website in the back, and you know, in the front, you know, your face is embedded, right? I usually just do those and kind of personalize it. Like, hey, this is to you. This is Alfredo. These are some of the things I noticed on your website. And then always give them a call to action. Hey, the next step, if you watch one video, you watch all of my videos. Hey, the next steps would be, let's hop on a call. Why? One, to get to know each other more. Two, to see if there is even a fit for us to work together. Three, to make sure we're on the same page and you want to grow. And four, that I didn't miss anything. Like, literally, if you look at my video, my call to action is literally me just saying what I just said. Like, I'll do the audit. Hey, Harry, hey, Holly, this is your website. These are a couple of opportunities that I saw. Would love to maybe even correct this in the spirit of building a relationship at no cost to you. And then maybe we could work in the future. Take a look at this report. Our next steps would be, hey, let's hop on a call. There's a calendar at the bottom of this video. For a couple of reasons. One, so we can get to know each other. Two, to see if there's even a fit for us to work together. Three, that we're on the same page and you do want to grow. And more importantly, four, that I'm not missing anything. I'll talk to you later.
Oh,
I say that over, you know, boom, boom, here it is. Whatever, this is just for SEO, but whatever your niche is. Holly, you know, hey, I do social media. Hey, I do podcasts. Do you want more downloads, right? What do they care about? Phone calls, downloads. You know, Harry, hey, I offer limo service to corporates, or, you know, you're heading into town, right? Hey, I'll get you from point A to point B in style, right? Carlos, construction. Do you want more consistent jobs? I can help you, right? Whatever your thing, your niche is, you got to speak to them in their language. But that video, those leads are just to get them on a call with you so they can fall in love with you, so they can see themselves working with you. It's nothing else. It's not to sell them. They rose their hand. Yeah, they rose their hand, but okay, it's like a cold email. But if you get them to click, yeah, give me more info, here's a video, get on my calendar. And then you send them another one. Hey, here's another tip that I saw, get on my calendar. You want to get them on the calendar because you also want to see if you can help them. Those 4 things that I tell people what to do are 100% true. I want to see that I can help them. I want to see if there's a fit. What if they, like, I don't know, they don't like me, or they're whatever the personality is. But come with nurturing, come with like value, give them something that they're gonna it's gonna make an impact, right?
Right.
And I know even with my precondition audit, the stuff that I fixed there, it's gonna make an impact, right?
Yeah.
But I just can't answer that because like you heard, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already different niches here, right? 6 with
Yes.
mine. Like, so everybody, but you got to know what your offer is, how you're going to provide value, and these people, they need us, right? They need
Right.
us, you know. And so that's how I do it. You know, I'm just telling
So
you from my point of
so
view.
when we get those leads, Alfredo, is it already on there, or is it on there what they're looking for, or is it just their website,
Yeah.
and then we go do the audit?
No. So what happens is we ask them, hey, I saw something on your website, and then they're like, okay, what did you see? Or, hey, would you like to know more information? Yeah, I want to know more information. What did you see?
Gotcha.
What did you see on there? Then you go, okay, hey, or whatever your pitch is, right? Whatever your thing is. Yeah. So then that's when you come in, hey, Alfredo, I saw that you said you wanted more information. This is what I saw. These are the things that will make a difference. Look at your competitors, quick video, right? Just make it
Right.
different. And like I said, ClickX has an awesome website grader that you can utilize. They have an awesome cold email campaign that you can take the list that William gives you, first name, last name. You send them out the initial video. You can upload them into this cold email platform, and then boom, start hitting them with 5 different emails as far as like, hey, I want to help you. Get on the phone. Get on the phone. It all comes down to
Gotcha.
let's get these clients on the phones for what?
And
Hey,
you
it's only
said
going to
that's
be a
Click
15-minute
Grids.
call.
Click
ClickX.
Grids.
He's been on here. Solomon. Look at previous recordings, or look at my Facebook. You'll see Solomon. He's one of my friends.
Okay.
Just hey, Alfred was talking about your platform. You'll probably talk to Paul, but you can do so much more than with those leads that you get from William. And that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's them raising their hand or them saying, yes, give me more information. And it works. I've gotten people on the calendar said, hey, from that, it's essentially a different variety of cold email, but we make them raise their hand, and that's what you get.
Okay, because
And
definitely
there's hundreds. Let me show you
what
something,
I
guys.
want to do, yeah, what I'm seeking to do is to do the things that I do. I am blessed to be an investor and a trader in the stock market and cryptocurrency. So I can make money anywhere, but I no longer want to have businesses and those businesses are not doing what they're doing. I've been taught by the best. I've been in Holly's mastermind. I've been in some very great places. I've learned a lot. And this year I'm just determined to just implement every single thing. Whatever is needed, the virtual assistants, I've had all that before. I've had hybrid relationships. I've been pretty advanced in business, but I'm ready really to set up what's missing, trusting and letting go, and really putting these things in place so that I can see the finances coming in from the business itself and not just the other things I do well in investing. So I'm grounding myself to do this.
Beautiful. So what I would suggest to you is have your offer ready, right? Have that offer down, know what your offer is, know what your audience is, have that process laid out, right? I think it's Wednesday. I'm gonna have Mary on here to kind of help us with like ClickFunnels, having that process on ClickFunnels. So once you get them, boom, the treadmill, the assembly line you put them through. So I would suggest that. But guys, let me share with you what that looks like here, right? So I have a VA, right? And this VA, let's see. Her name is Gian, right? Here's her email right here. This is my VA, Leanne. Okay, there's 248 emails, right, guys, that I haven't even opened. And these are people, some of them are telling me to go kick rocks, but there's a lot of them that do. So I move them from here. And this is why I'm telling you, before you get this, have that process down. I get them from here, and these are leads, right? So these are the leads that I take from my inbox and throw them on here. Guys, I got December 3rd, 2nd that I haven't even got to them. And let me show you what my emails look like. Okay, so if you go here, there is a, okay, this is Loom. It's a plugin, right? I just, within my, here, let me show you guys. I hope you guys can see this. See right here is a plugin. Insert last video. Boom. It inserts it automatically for me. Right? I just created that on Loom. Hit stop. Here's a little plugin. Boom. It throws it right in there. And it has a little description of it. That's what this is. Book a call with me. I use this tool called Magical, I think it is. I have this already preset. Bam, bam, boom, throws it in there. There's that website grader from ClickX that I was telling you about. And I talk about it in the video. Now you got to be careful. This is what I'm doing, guys. So don't, you don't want too many links in there to go to their spam, but they've already engaged with me, right? But if you look at it, they're all the same. Where am I here? Boom, boom, boom. See, this guy's already interacting. I left you a voicemail. But let me see. Here's another one, right? It's different, right? It's different what hits them in their mailbox. And there's me, there's a video. There's that grader right there, right? But guys, what I'm saying is William does offer the 246. Look, that's just today. There's some today, yesterday, bunch on the 1st, 31st. I mean, they're there. These are all people that rose their hand. Now, before you buy this, do yourself a favor. Just like we talked about the VAs, have your SOPs ready, written in video. With this here, Jesus, have your process, know what you're gonna offer, know the audit. And then that way, when you get them, you're gonna get them. They're gonna slap you right in the face. You're gonna spend all day doing this, to keep up with them, all 500. And then boom, whatever your offer is, get them on the phone with you so they can fall in love with you. You can figure out if you can really help them, make a difference. And that's you're operating within your gift. Like there's not a lot of people that can say, hey, I've been to Holly's mastermind. I've learned this from the best, crypto, business, right? So now it's time to implement all that knowledge, right? And what is our biggest, Solomon talks about this, at the top of the funnel is getting leads in, right? Paid, cold email, your content, right? Getting that, and then taking them down to the sales, right? Taking through that process of the sales, and then taking them down to an actual client. Okay, so there's tools, like Jeffrey talked about it a little bit here, with social media, right? There's cold email, there's paid ads, right? All of that. But I digress. So with Williams leads, those are the leads that you're going to get. And he's not lying when he says, I'm not going to hoard these. I can't get to all of them. Williams tired of me like falling behind. So it's okay. Let's get him out to the people.
Yes.
They're real leads that people rose their hand. You see them in there, boom, one right after the other. I try to do 5 to 10 a day. But again, in order for this to work, you got to have your process. You got to know what your offer is. You got to maybe have 2 or 3 stories of people that you've helped that, hey, my past clients have fallen into 2 categories. 1, they're doing great and they want to level up, or two, they're struggling, right? And they don't have the time, the money, or they're just frustrated with their results.
Yes.
Jesus, which one of those 2 are you? Which one of those 2 are more like you?
Well, my clients were the ones that were frustrated with their results. They were blocked.
Tell me more about that. All you want to do is get that conversation started. You just see what I just did?
Yep.
All right?
Yep. Got it.
Just bam, boom, start that conversation. Can you help them?
Okay, thank you.
So hopefully that was useful.
Alfredo.
Yeah, Jeffrey, shoot.
I just noticed one thing that for me is a red flag where I get promotional stuff is, and maybe it's just me because I'm insanely picky, I don't know. But your from email was from Lena, but she's using a whatever at Gmail account. Why not give her Lena at yourdomain.com to brand it with your business to look more concise and professional versus just Gmail. I don't trust anything coming from Gmail or Hotmail or anybody else. I want to see an email coming to me from a .com that wants to do business with me. That's just me. Or usually I just delete it. I won't even consider.
So here's the thing. If Lina's getting these responses, you're right. Some of them tell me to go kick rocks. If we would look at those replies, right, there is a lot of them that say, but there's a lot that say, hey, yes, they raise their hand, right? I just want them to raise their hand. The ones that don't, I don't even pay attention. I don't care. Because here's the thing, Jeffrey, I can't keep up. That's why William says, I'm going to offer these, Alfred. You're messing up. I'm going to offer these to the people. I'm like, okay, what am I going to tell them? Right? So there's enough positive responses from those that's not even an issue. You're probably right. I don't know. We'll probably get a little bit more if we had that. But fast, easy, and effective, boom, it's good enough. And I get enough people to raise their hands saying, yeah, Alfred, give me more. All right. And then we're just responding back and forth email. I just want to get into my calendar to talk.
So what did an email run about, if you can say, cost or?
That I don't.
That's
William
his deal.
just offers what is it, $1 a lead. He'll give you 500 of people that did that, raise their hand.
Yeah.
That the rest is up to you, right? Like, hey, you got to get to those 500 each month. Out of those 500, can you get, I don't know, 5 of them, 10 of them, 15 appointments? And out of those 15, can you sell 5? I don't know, 1, right? It is a form of cold, right? But they raise their hand.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't look at it like that.
Well, like I said, I told you, I'm so picky, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
But that comes from different ventures I've been in. So
now, one thing, it's we did it on purpose. It's a female reaching out. So that does make a difference. Now when as far as getting picky, that's what we looked at. Do we want a guy? Do we want a dude or a girl? Girls get a better response, and there's enough positive responses on there that we just roll with.
Hey, Alfredo, I went to the webinar with those the cold reaches, and because I want to learn more about it, but I know that when I get them, I just move them to spam. That's what I do.
Okay, now here's the thing. You guys have to stop. Take your glasses off. You're shopping. You're looking at this email like you do. But believe me, I have a Facebook guy and a Google guy on my team because I needed that. When you're ready, when you have a need for something, I needed to start cold email. And Solomon came into my life and so much more that his program offers, right? I want to dominate California in every way, right? Especially with plumbers. So is it a coincidence that Holly's been coming to my GMB Pro sessions? No, not at all. Because I'm ready. When the student is ready, the master shows up, the teacher shows up. Carlos, you're looking at it like you're not ready. There's people literally that I speak to like, I was just looking for this. It just hit home. That's why we want to pick one message, one niche, talk to that problem. Because I'm telling you, plumbers right now are struggling with jobs. That's all they care about. They don't care about nothing else.
See that
if they get that message, if you get that message,
that's a business to business lead you're talking about. A business to business. You're reaching out to a business, a pre-existing plumber company, to do their SEO optimization. But I think Carlos was talking about consumer things. He's acting as a consumer when he looks at his Gmail account. And he's saying, oh, look at all these things here trying to sell me something. You know, he's not thinking like a businessman. He's thinking like a consumer. I hate to put words in your mouth, Carlos. Forgive me for that.
No,
But,
that's the way, exactly how I think. I mean, that's the way I think.
Well, here, think of it this way, Carlos. Think of it this way. If I were to tell you right now, I'll give you $30,000 check. Right now, I'll give it to you. Buy whatever truck. It has to be a truck, and it has to be a red one, right? I'm going to give you that check. If you were to happen to get an email, a spam cold email from a car dealer, would you look at that a little bit different?
I don't like red trucks.
I don't care. Then I'm not giving you the check. But
No,
you see
but-
what I'm saying? It's that shifting of mind. So for example, look at my surroundings. Look at it
Right.
real good. Okay. Now look at everything and start pointing them out. Start thinking about it. I'm gonna turn off my camera right now. Everything that's white. Okay. And I just saw that. I thought it was the coolest thing. Now name off everything you saw in my background that was white.
Your wall?
Go ahead. What else?
Well, I saw just the wall.
Okay.
There was a planter, there was a book, there was, yeah, the thing behind the TV thing.
what about the
Okay.
kangaroos jumping in the background?
Yeah.
There's a kangaroo back there? Oh, up there, no, that's the tiger and the
Oh,
lion.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you another question. Look at everything that's red. Everything that you see in my lens that's red. Look at it. Think about it. I'm about to turn off my camera and I want you to name them off. Everything that's red, right? Okay. Now
Okay.
name them off.
I saw a little plant vase or whatever, and on the Venetian blinds, I saw some red. And then
Okay.
on your cap, I saw the J, that's red. And plus, I'm
Okay, so
color-
my point, and it's not mine, I just seen it and I thought it fit in this scenario. My point is, if we're looking for it, we're gonna find it. Right? If they're looking for it, they're gonna find it. And whether it be our email or somebody else's email, they're gonna find it. If you're looking for it, you're gonna find it. It's the mindset. Like Jeffrey says, man, I don't look at those. Or, like you said, I throw those to spam. But here's the truth of the matter. Cold email for me has worked a little bit. It has some success. The leads that William is selling, you've seen it, my inbox right now. They work. There's a lot of positive responses. Now we got to follow up and do the work behind that, right? Because Dr. Jesus reached out to me on Messenger about this, like, hey, how, I want to take advantage of this, but that's why I told her, hold off. Have these things set up, have your offer set up, because you're gonna get them, right? And I want you to have a positive experience. And that's how you got to jump on these quick, fast. You're gonna get 500 in 1 month. Like, you got to get through them quick, right? So
My marketing email is yahoo.com. My other one is acidreflux.hq.com. Do you think I give two shits what people think my marketing email is? I don't. If they don't read the email, I don't care. They're not a target for me anyways. If they're particular about the email, I can tell you they're going to be up my ass about SEO and the links that I make. So for me, I'm like, it doesn't, no. Is it better? Go somewhere else. And honestly, the consumers don't actually even the business to business plumbers, HVAC, whatever, they don't really look at it and be like, oh, it's a Gmail. I bet 90% of them don't care. They are just get up in the morning, they read their emails.
Yeah, I agree with you, Holly. I don't think anybody looks at that. A small minority.
We look at it because we know what it. We look at it because we know XYZ is a spammy, right? We look at it because we know Gmail is probably going to be marketing, but the consumer doesn't. The business, 10% of the business, I would even say lower than that. But we're just going to do benefit of about,
Yeah, we're sensitized to it because we're in the industry. This is our business, is figuring out who's doing who on on page one of Google. But I got a question that goes back to that. Let's pretend that we're ranking renters and we're trying to get our GMB or our website, organic, listed on page 1. Is it still true that we're expecting let's say we're expecting phone calls as our primary method of interacting with customers? Is it still true, if anybody knows, that the map section is generating about 80% of the calls versus the organic? Is that still, you think that's a correct ratio, 80 to 20?
I mean, I feel like it depends upon the niche. Right?
Okay.
If you have something like interior designer, they're going to go look at pictures. They're not going to go to a map. If you have someone who's locked out of their car, they don't give two shits what your video is. Right?
Yeah,
So it depends upon what the niche is.
And back to that thing about the locksmith, is it true that Google is now taking certain what they call high priority, high risk niches like locksmith, roofers and water damage and all that sort of thing, and they're requiring mandatory video verification, and they're no longer allowing instant verification? Has anybody found that to be true?
For new ones,
I haven't found that in my when I help the customers. When I create their GPP, I get instant notification. We could get that going on right now. Now, whenever they get taken down, I just send their license to Google and they put it right back up.
I think it depends, like the location, the niche. There's so many things like what kind of Gmail you're using. There's what you fill out, what you up. I mean, there's so many variables on that.
Would you say the main criteria is the trust, the overall trust of the underlying Gmail account that's inserted into the profile, the GMB? If that has a super high trust, let's say it represents a real person, not a made up fake person.
Matters. To a point, it does, right?
Well,
it depends
that's a good question because the businesses that I help, they're just starting out, so that's a good question.
So you can build
that trust, though. You can build that trust pretty easily.
What would be a good method to build it? Would it be to go to one of those warm-up sites where you warm up the inbox and then
Chris Palmer? Where's Chris Palmer?
No, we just need
so I would build it up.
Grab citations with the same email address and let it populate with the same information that you did creating your GMB or GPB.
Well, do citations actually correspond to Gmail accounts? I thought they were limited to name, address, and phone number, and that's the total criteria for. I don't see where they add the Gmail account to it to make that relevant to the trust of the Gmail account. But maybe I'm wrong.
See, the thing is, you have to sign up to them, and you do it through your email address, regardless if it's Gmail or a Outlook account or a Yahoo account. It has to be done through there.
I mean, honestly, there's so many variables that it's not gonna be the same for every location, every city. Is kind of a crapshoot. I don't know if
so.
I would just get and I would screw it.
Holly,
here's the shortcut, guys. Get on the list right now. There is a package there that may or may not include a verified GMB, a website, and SEO. I'm just saying get on that list. So does it really matter, like if there's video verification? If you can get something delivered, a website, a GMB verified, and a SEO package with it.
Yeah, that's a great service. William is offering that now. What, for $4.95? Is that what he's charging?
Gotta get that email. I don't know.
I think that's what it is. I don't know. I could be wrong. But anyway, that's a great package. And I'm sure we'd all love to take advantage of that. But let's just say a couple of lone wolves out there want to do it on their own, which would probably
You
be
will end up pulling your hair out and throwing your computer before you figure it out.
What is the main criteria? Is it the underlying
There's
trucks?
no main criteria. It's not like SEO, like we build on site, we do inner pages, we do interlinking, we do backlinks. It's not like that with GMBs when there's doing GMB creations. Every niche is different, every city is different. There's so many variables that you have to be, you can 100%, I will always say this, you cannot be an expert at GMB and an expert at building backlinks. You have someone who does just GMBs and have somebody that does just backlinks, because GMB is a full-time job.
Well,
amen to that.
I agree with that there are so many variables, but Google itself is a computer. It's an algorithm. So it takes in ranking factors, and a GMB has to rank in the 3-pack using its algorithm to differentiate between low-ranking GMBs versus high-ranking GMBs.
But we're talking GMB verifications, not rankings. Rankings is different than verifications.
But it's not so hard to verify a business. It's not hard.
Well,
I mean, if you can, no, I'm not doing it. I have pulled my hair out. I will order them from William over trying to no. It's off and on.
So guys,
you can't do no, I'm not doing it.
Guys, with that being said, guys, we're past the 60-minute mark. I want to respect everybody's time here. If we don't have any last minute question, guys, I want to make sure we all come back and still bring value, usable information. Any last minute questions, Frederick,
Alfredo.
Isaac?
Last minute question.
Can I show a video that I created and see what you guys think?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah, I'm definitely here for it.
I had can I click on the present button?
Should be able to.
It's this one. Let me see.
Did you create a website or a GMB, or what did you do?
I created a video.
Oh, a video.
Okay.
For social media.
Can we download the link to the video? Is it a YouTube?
No, I haven't uploaded it yet.
Oh. Can we play it here?
Yeah, I'm going to. So
Let's share it.
Share sound. Is it okay? Or you
Yeah, 100%.
Out? Is it okay?
Yeah, no, do your thing.
Welcome to the Ultimate Quiz Adventure.
Did you hear that? Just volume? The audio came through?
Yeah, no, the volume's good. Yeah.
Ultimate.
Okay, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'll probably play like 30 seconds.
Welcome to the Ultimate Quiz Adventure, where tough choices meet hilarious consequences. Today we are going to play Would You Rather Game SEO Edition. Make sure to subscribe for more fun quizzes. Let's go! Would you rather live with constant Google algorithm changes or use outdated SEO tactics? I'll take the Google roller coaster any day. Keeps life spicy, you know? Would you rather prioritize user experience over keyword stuffing or sacrifice user experience for higher keyword density? User experience all the way. Would you rather invest in long-term content strategy or resort to quick-fix backlink schemes? Long-term content strategy because good things come to those who wait. Would you rather adapt to voice search optimization or stick solely to traditional keyword optimization? Voice search optimization because I'd rather talk the talk than type the type.
Okay, that's a minute. I can't stand listening to it anymore.
I know it's AI created, but which program did you use it, Holly?
On Camtasia?
Oh, it was a Camtasia.
It was created through AI, like the questions and stuff, and then we had the VA that I got from William, do the Canva template. Does it look stupid?
No,
Looks
No, not at all.
Are
No,
these
not at
still,
all.
are these still images that you just you fabricated inside of Camtasia in order to make a video? Is that how it worked?
The pop-ups,
Yeah,
they're
still images made from Canva, and then you put them into a video format. Is that how you did it?
they're made from like all, like Midjourney, Dolly, places
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
No, so
I-
it was very
I get
fun,
those videos
the wording
to-
was cool.
I get those videos from Envato, I think, I don't know, Envato.
In videos.
No,
Yeah,
not,
in
not
video
in
is good.
video. No,
Yeah,
no,
in video.
not in video. Not in video. Envato, they have certain videos stock videos that you could use that I create in Camtasia. Now, I used to use in video, but now I use Picture AI. But
Yeah.
then I still go to Fiverr and hire my voiceover guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
where
the
did you get that
voiceover,
voice at? That was a great voice. Did you find that on AI or where?
it was 11 Labs, yeah. But I mean, you can use any voice.
Who was it? Where
Holly,
did you
when
get
I
it?
looked at the video, when I was looking at it, it made me want to choose something, and then the timer coming in toward the end of his phrasing made me aware that I couldn't like sit there forever and do it. So the survey itself made me feel like I need to make a decision. Let me read, and then I don't have all day to do it.
So did you feel like if you were watching it on YouTube, you would comment on it?
Oh yeah, definitely, because
Yes.
it's driving me to want to comment, and the fact that the clock doesn't start when he starts talking, it encourages me to it indirectly or subconsciously, because I'm used to clocks in school when we're taking time tests and stuff. So
Right.
it because the timer starts after he finishes, and I see the left and the right side, it's the left side, middle, right side is letting me know that I need to make a decision. So yes, I mean, I was actually, my mind wanted to pick something on the screen, although you had just told me it was a video.
Yeah, see, I can't you can't make it like hit the AB, like you have to type it in. It's the only thing you can't do.
See,
You
you could
don't have
do it.
control
You
over
could
that.
do it on your website. Especially if you use Camtasia. You could do it on your website where people actually click on it. But you have to the screencast.
You could, but so it's converting in the sense of AdSense, so I don't really want to push them off of YouTube. It's building YouTube channels and stuff like that, and we're using it for affiliate work. So like if you have something, I don't know, for SEO or for like something that, hemorrhoid cream, I don't know, whatever.
Are you running Google YouTube ads on this? Is that how you're getting views on the ad?
No, these stupid quizzes, they're getting crazy traffic like on TikTok and I mean on all the social platforms. Because like she said, you have the need to want to answer it. So you have to be like, if you went up and searched something like quizzes. So I'm gonna do wait, what did I do today? Oh, okay. So I can talk about this. I had to think about it for a minute. Sorry. Am I taking anyone's time? I don't want to, if you guys have to go.
No, we're ready.
No, I'm
Go
fine.
ahead. Shoot.
Oh, okay.
Give
So
it to us,
we're
both
doing a
barrels.
would you rather for Taylor Swift and what's his name? Kelsey?
The football guy?
The football
Yeah, the
game. So
football
we're gonna
player.
do a would you rather for that for the Super Bowl and like leading up to it to see if I can get millions of views by Super Bowl Sunday, which is just like 4 days. So because you have to be like have an emotion about it, you want to answer it, right? Because we do SEO. That's why I showed you an SEO one, because you're gonna engage on that. So you can actually build a pretty good lead magnet. Like we have ones that we built for like plumbing, like AC repair, stuff like that, because you can build a following You know, like we have ones about Sacramento, let's say, and we have ones about Cleveland and ones about Ohio, so you can get targeted traffic.
What do you think about the legality of using Taylor Swift in your quiz by saying something like, "Oh, what would happen if Taylor Swift had her toilet back up?" Do you think she'd
I
call
don't
a
see there's
plumber?
a.
Would that be illegal to use her name, do you think?
I don't think it is. We're not using her voice. We're using Creative Commons for pictures, so they're legally able to use those pictures. And
Great.
there's no
Yep.
reason why you can't use AI like naughty pictures, right? Because that'll get you in trouble. But I don't think I'm putting on a. I'm actually going to put on my channel, I think. And if it gets banned, it gets banned. Whatever. I don't see it. Well, why would it? Because there's so many videos about Taylor Swift. You know.
Yeah, if you go to Google Trends, you'll see that there's 2.5 million views for the keyword about Taylor Swift. So if you can incorporate her name, you know, into your video, because Google reads and understands using its, you know, its core logic, the name Taylor Swift in the video, you could piggyback on top of Taylor Swift's volatile trending, you know, keywords, but include it into your plumber video about getting your you know, your toilet fixed if Taylor Swift had a little trouble in the baños. So
yeah.
I think that's
like
a great idea.
In that situation, you wouldn't, because like the plumbing channels and like the home repairs, you want those type of people watching it. You don't want someone watching Taylor Swift because it's, I mean, you're gonna get paid AdSense, right? But it depends on how you're gonna use it as a lead magnet. Are you gonna use it for AdSense? What is your end game for it? I don't have one end game with anything, so I have several different variations made, you know, so that I can see which one takes off. And if only one takes off, then that's what we're gonna target.
Well, let's
So
say
like I
the
have riddles
average.
being made with Taylor Swift. I have like multiple choice. I have really stupid things, but like Reddit stories, I think I might do a few with Reddit stories. You know.
Well, let's say the average consumer goes to YouTube, types into the keyword, you know, box at the top of YouTube, emergency plumber right away, and who would Taylor Swift call? You know, because you know she's famous.
So like you can't use it in that sense. I think you would have trouble using it in that sense. Because you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're not logical keywords. They don't go together at all. So you probably would waste your, you know, your algorithm keyword proximity on that.
Right. So if I look up Taylor Swift, would you rather against Travis Kelce? Let's see if there's any.
Yeah. I was just trying to find a way of incorporating a hugely popular trend into a service ad on YouTube to enhance your viewability, because very few people are going to be really, you know, Googling on YouTube for a plumber. They probably would go to page 1 of Google and not YouTube.
So there's 4 videos on there that are would you rather type things. And I mean, they don't do any type of SEO where they're pushing it or dropping links, which we don't either. But I don't know. I'm going to test it. If it's a stupid test, whatever. I don't really care.
We look forward to it. We look forward to it, Holly. It is a very cool, engaging video, fun, right? It kind of draws you in. I liked it. You know,
and
I think
Williams VA did it. I had literally just sent her a video, and I was like, I don't know how to make these. Here's a setup video, and 20 minutes she sent me one. So, man, get his VAs. Don't be dicking around with Reddit.
What's the name of that VA, Holly?
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
So Carlos was saying
that
he was using Pictuary, but he was using InVideo before, and he's happier with Pictuary AI. Is that what you were telling us, Carlos?
Yes, Pictuary. I mean, because now, let's say in video, now they create their own AI, and See, I was a lifetime customer, but now they lost me because they didn't include me in it.
Well, CapCut is really good. I would look at CapCut.
What?
We'll see.
What's that?
CapCut. CapCut?
CapCart? Like CAPART?
CAPCUT, I think.
CUT.
It's free.
Let me
Yeah, but
Google
see,
that. I put it into
Pictory.
the.
With Pictory, you create your own script and you post it there. They create videos for you and all this other stuff. You could upload your own video. You could upload your own images and have a voiceover. It's no big deal.
That's what you can do with CapCut, and it's free.
Oh, really? It's free.
Yeah.
CAPB. Oh, I misspelled it.
CAPCUT.
What a name. Okay. CapButt.
Cut.
Not butt.
Okay, I'm Googling it now.
Cat. Cap. Up.
Cap up. Oh, up.
CAP.
Okay, no wonder I was getting. I was,
Oh my God. CAPCUT.
was getting porno pictures from Grindr, so I better take that out of my search
Hey guys, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here.
bar here.
Jeffrey, reach
That
out to
search
me
block.
or just search for my friends and say,
Button
hey,
here.
Alfred said it was okay to contact you.
But
But you can reach out to
cap
me
up,
personally,
okay.
just in case. I'll get you that over. Guys, this week I'm super excited for this
CapCut.
week.
Oh yeah, cap.
So I'm super excited for this
Got it.
week, guys.
Cut,
Tomorrow,
not up. Okay.
we have Ian. Tomorrow we have Ian with Agency Assassin. We have Mary with ClickUp. She's actually a certified ClickUp person. I hired her to do some of my stuff. I thought it would be of value to you guys. So you guys know if I don't, well, not if I don't, but especially if I try it and I love it, I want to share with you guys. And Thursday we have Lee Witcher, interlinking building, anchor text, how to do your anchor text fast,
Alfredo.
simple, and effective. That's where I got that from.
I'm gonna have to get with you, Alfredo, so you could help me with this GMB site. I already made changes. Let's see how that goes, but
yeah, just hit me up, guys. Yep. Reach out to, okay, I'm gonna give you guys my calendar link here. Get on my calendar. It's gonna be the best way. If you think it's gonna be more than 15 minutes, book 2 sessions, it's fine. So super excited, guys. Super excited, especially for Thursday. Fast, simple, and effective. I got that from Lee. He has some fire. We literally spent almost 3 hours on the phone. He was showing me this stuff. It felt like 5 minutes. That's how much fun we were having.
That's about interlinking, Alfredo.
Yeah, interlinking, anchor text. It's huge, guys. It's fast, simple, and effective. So get
What
can't wait
time,
on
Alfredo?
Thursday. Wednesday it's ClickUp program, I think it, and then tomorrow is with Ian. With that being said, guys, much love, much success, and I'll see you on the next one.
Alfredo, send me a new Zoom link. I've fallen off the list.
Just follow me, or if you're in the group, I hit everybody every day, or look at the post. Look at the post on the group. We post. William is faithful. He can do a lot of things not right, but he always posts. Think about 5 o'clock. All these guys this week, Robert, it's 5 Pacific Standard Time. All this week. So that's why I like to give you the schedule. Yeah. Are we friends on Facebook?
He doesn't.
If not, reach out to me and I'll send you the links.
I sent you my email.
At the very least,
I sent you my email in the chat box. If you could just send it to that email.
Okay. 811.
Yeah, Roberto 811.
Okay. Got it. Okay, will do. Guys, much love, much success. I'll see you on the next one.
Same back to you, Alfredo, and Holly, and everybody else, and Harry, and Carlos.
Thank you.
And the doctor.
All right, guys.
All righty.